right, this will be a video over the one that's labeled in class AA and SSS, okay? So we're supposed to solve for the missing triangle measurements of each pair of similar triangles. So we know they're similar. One of them looks like this. You have y degrees. We have 70 right here. It's not writing. It's not taking real well on the iPad right now. So we have 40 here, and 34 and 28. Okay. Now the other one is not drawn in the same orientation, but we know that this y degrees right here on this other triangle, it matches up over here with where it's labeled F. Let me go ahead and put A, B, and C here, and D, E, and F. Okay, so I finished drawing it. Let's look at what we see here. I know that this 70-degree angle here matches up with this 70-degree angle here. I know that, I'm going to color code some stuff just so it's easier to see. I know that Y right here matches up with this Y. So now let's try to get this in order. Let's see, it's triangle ABC, and they say it's similar to triangle FED. So they're telling me how it matches up. So if I want to make a proportion out of this, let's first look at the X, because it's the side, and that's what I need proportions for, is to figure out the side. So X is going to be, I know that I need it on there. It's going to match up, let's see, I'll put one line here. It matches up with the 40 right here, because if you look, it's on the side that has the green triangle, and it goes toward this angle here that we haven't marked yet. By the way, I do know what that angle is, though. It's 30 degrees. Okay. So now, if I want to find X, I need to match it up with the right side. X matches up with 40 on this side. Now I need to find a side another pair of sides that has some numbers. One side that I'm going to go with, because it's easy for me to see it, is this right here. 42 on the same triangle that had X, so I need to put it on top since I put X on top. It's between the two angles over here, so it's matching up over here with the 28 that you can barely read. Okay, so if I want to think, first of all, if I want to think what's the scale factor from the little to the small one, I can take the 42 and divide it by 28 and see what I get. That actually is the scale factor. So if I want to find that, I'm going to get my calculator out and divide it. 42 divided by 28 is 1.5, or 3/2. So the scale factor is either 1.5, or you could write it as 3/2. So we found that piece that was missing. If I want to solve for X here, though, I can cross multiply and say 28X is equal to 40 times 42, if I'm cross multiplying, would give me times 42 would give me 1,680. If I want to find out what X is, I could divide both sides by 28 and get X equal 1,680 divided by 28. Having calculator issues now because I'm not using my regular calculator. Divided by 28 equals 60. So X is equal to 60. Now that's a length. I'm also missing my Y right here. And we just said that it matches up with, let's see, we have 70, we have 30. You know what? It matches up over here. They actually drew that in for me, but I got to figure out what that angle is to figure out what Y is, because it's the same as this yellow angle I colored in. If you look on the right triangle, I have 70 and 30. 70 and 30 add up to 100, but I got to subtract that from 180 to see what's left. Oh, 80 degrees is what's left. My missing angle measure is 80 degrees. Okay, so if you look at number 7 on that same page, they tell us some information. They tell us BC is parallel to DE. That means I can use the side splitter theorem if I want to, and I want. So AB is equal to 3. BC is 4, so that's right here. AE is 16, so from here to here is 16. And then DE is 12. Okay, And anything else they gave me? 3, 4, 16, 12. They tell me I've got parallel lines here. And they want to know what BD is. So they want to know what this piece right here is. I'm going to label it in green. I'm going to call it X. Now, I can't really, I said I wanted to use the side splitter theorem here. They didn't tell me enough information for me to use it. So what I have to do is split these up into two triangles to really see what's going on. On my small triangle, I have 3 and 4. And on my big triangle, this whole side here that I'm darkening, that is an X and 3 more, so this is actually X plus 3. And this whole side is 16, and I know 12 here. Well, if I want to know what X is, I need to make an equation that has X in it, and the place that I see that has X in it is right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on top. X plus 3, and the other triangle, it matches up with 3. Okay, so now I need to make another equal ratio or fraction. And since I started over here with this X plus 3 on top, I need to start in this triangle over here. I thought about using 16, but there's no number to match up, is there? So I'm going to need to use 12 instead, because 12 matches up with 4. See, those are the only ones I could really pick to use, because they're the only ones that both of those sides had numbers on them, so I could use them. Well, now all I got to do is cross multiply to solve. Hi, Dakota. 3 times 12 is 36. And that's equal to 4 times X plus 3. I'm going to write that like this because I've got to distribute now. 36 is 4X plus 12. I want to get my X's by themselves. So the first thing, I'm going to do PEMDAS backwards, which means I want to subtract or add first. I'm going to subtract 12, that's not 0.12. Hello, Dakota. 36 minus 12 is 24. And on this side I have 4X. And if I divide both sides by 4 to solve for X, I get X equals 6. Okay, so number 8, if you read that problem, just to help you set it up, I may not finish it, I may let you finish it. A building, so I've drawn my building here, okay, cast a shadow that's 144 meters long, so I'm going to go ahead and label that. I don't know how tall the building is. Now they're talking about a pole, 2 meters high, cast a shadow with the sun shining over from the left, so the shadow's going to fall right here. That shadow is 6 meters long. What's the height of the building? Show your work and should justify. Okay, so I'm trying to find how high the building is. I'll call that X. All I got to do to solve this is just say X matches up with 2 the way that 144 matches up with 6. The reason that's true is the sun is shining at the same angle on these buildings, so it's creating proportional triangles because I've got little right triangles in both of these places. 2 times 144 is 288. That's equal to 6X. If I want to know what X is, I can divide both sides by 6. So 288 divided by 6 is equal to 48. X, the building is 48 meters tall.